Suma is the UK's largest independent whole foods wholesaler. So every month they send a team of bloggers a box with our chosen ingredients in. We then create recipes that you'll see on our website and on mine at littlemissmeatfree.co.uk. This time Suma have sent me a box with mystery ingredients in, so I don't know what's going to be in here. So I thought it might be good fun to film it and you can see what I'm going to make on the spot as of today. So I also like Suma because they're a Yorkshire company and Yorkshire companies are good. Okay, so here's the unboxing. I hope it's a good one. I can smell it already. There's spices in here definitely. Okay. So this box actually smells like winter. There must be something wintry in here. Let's have a look what it is. So in this box we have vegetarian suet, very interesting. Some demerara sugar, unrefined, organic. I think of some lovely recipes we can do already with that. Some pitted prunes. We have some dates, some almonds, some figs, cranberries, and it's this that I can smell, these ground cloves. So I've got a few recipes in mind. Should we go sweet or savoury? Sweet or savoury? Let's go sweet. So with all these lovely products from Suma, we're going to make a really simple sticky toffee pudding. It's going to be completely vegan. I think you're going to absolutely love it. So just to start with, I've got 200 grams of dates and they're pitted. I've got 300 mils of water. I'm just heating that over a gentle heat, just to simmer, and that way the dates will just soften, and that's what makes the really toffee part of the sticky toffee pudding. And in this bowl, I've got 100 grams of demerara sugar and 100 grams of vegan margarine. I'm using pure here. And what I want to do is just cream the two together. I'm just mixing them partly together. The demerara sugar and brown sugars give a really caramelised taste, which is perfect for the sticky toffee pudding. You want to mix that together till it becomes pale and creamy, so both the ingredients have combined. And just set that aside for a moment. And in this bowl I've got 200 grams of SR flour, and I'm going to add to it, got a nice little collection of winter spices. Now you don't always have to add spices into sticky toffee pudding, but I think it gives a lovely depth of flavour and I think you'll really enjoy these. So we've got half a teaspoon of each of these: cinnamon, mixed spice, nutmeg, and our lovely cloves from Suma. And just combine those together. It smells really good already. So the dates in the water have softened off. I'm just going to add in a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Now this is the fun part. And just remove it from the heat. Just let it cool down a second before we add it all in. So now we're going to add in all this date mixture, including the water, into your margarine mix. That's going to be lovely and gooey when it all bakes in. Just give it a quick stir. People are always terrified of using bicarb and baking powder in cooking, but don't worry, within vegan baking it's so important. And with all those spices you won't be able to get that really distinctive taste from it either. Okay, I'm now going to add all this into our flour and spice mixture. See all those lovely pieces of date in there? They're going to be like gorgeous toffee pieces whilst it's cooking. It's such an old traditional recipe and it's brilliant to make it vegan, because this is definitely something I would miss if I didn't know how to make it vegan. Now I'm going to pour this mixture into a baking tray. And just make sure all those dates are really evenly distributed, so you've got toffee throughout. I'm now going to bake it in the oven at 180 degrees for about 30 minutes. So now we're going to make the lovely toffee sauce that will be poured all over the sponge. So into a pan, we need 150 grams of light muscovado sugar and 150 grams of pure dairy-free margarine. And just put it over a low heat. And put into there about 3 tablespoons of golden syrup. See, I told you it wasn't for the sugar faint-hearted. And then you want to put in a teaspoon of vanilla paste, or if you've got a good quality vanilla extract, that will do nice as well. So just give it a really quick stir, and then I don't want you to touch it anymore for 5 minutes. Just let it all sink down and do its own thing, or else it'll get grainy, and nobody wants a grainy toffee sauce. So that looks like it's come together really well. It's not been touched for 5 minutes, so when we look at it here, it won't be grainy, it'll be perfectly smooth, just like this. So just let it off the heat for just a couple of minutes, just to cool down ever so slightly. Then we're just going to pour in some Provenal soya cream. with perfect toffee sauce for our sticky toffee pudding. Now I'm just going to pour in a good amount of this Pro-Mel soya cream. Just give it a really good mix round. You can see the colour changing to a lovely toffee caramel. So it's perfectly springy to the touch. Looks delicious. Let's go and put the sauce all over it now. So we've just taken this lovely cake out of the oven now. I'm just going to prick it all over with a fork, and then that way when we pour the toffee sauce over, it'll go in all those little gaps and be really indulgent and delicious. So I've poured some of the toffee sauce into a little bottle already because I think it's really lovely to serve it with some extra sauce for people to put on themselves. I'm just going to pour the rest of it over, put it into a serving bowl and serve it with some extra toffee sauce. And there you have it, sticky toffee pudding made vegan.